Hi there, good morning. Welcome to 5 Minutes Motivation with Kemi, the Let's Talk Tuesday edition. My name is Kemi Adefarakom, and my mission is really to motivate women, to inspire women, especially faith-based professional women, to be all that God has destined them to be, and for them to do all that God has, called them to do, created them to do. And so today I'm going to be, talking about, have you asked God for a strategy? And I'm going to be tying that in with, investing your time wisely. Somebody that I really admire, Dr. Cindy Trim, she said something that I really love. She said that, it's not a matter of you don't manage time. It's about managing the activities, the things that you want to do within the time that you have. And I thought that was brilliant because I realized that I had become a spectator. Watching other people build their dreams, watching other people build their legacy, while I spent hours, listening to everything, the teachings, listening to, messages, webinars, and I was just listening to everything. And I realized that I wasn't even spending time, listening to God as much as I was listening to other people. I had become, listening to everything, spending hours listening to everything. I had become lazy, I had become fat, I had become more confused and stuck. What I mean by that was because I had become lazy because I thought I needed everything that everybody had to say, and I was just listening, and I wasn't producing, I wasn't creating anything. I had become fat because I was just consuming everything everybody had. I was become more confused because now I had so many people in my ears speaking. I had become stuck. And that's the truth. You become lazy, stuck, fat, and more confused by the time you're listening to everything everybody's saying, because now you don't have time to even produce. You don't have time to spend time with God, consuming the strategy that He has for you. And so I realized that, look, even in the Bible, when God told Noah to build the ark, God gave him the strategy. God gave him how he was supposed to do it. The materials were supposed to. He gave him every single thing. Even Moses in the Bible, when God told him to build the tabernacle, even to the things that the priests were supposed to wear, to the very minutest detail, God gave him everything. He downloaded everything, the strategy, because they didn't know how to do it. They didn't know how to build the ark. They didn't know how to build the tabernacle. But God gave them the strategy to do it. And so right now I'm just asking you, have you spent time? How much time have you spent with God asking Him to give you a strategy concerning that dream? How much time have you asked God, to bring the right people your way? Because that's what I had to do. I had to just stop and ask God, I had to start spending more time with God, asking Him, to give me a strategy, asking Him, because I know He's the one that had laid that dream, the dreams in my heart. He's the one that had laid them in my heart. And so it was more appropriate to ask Him, God, download the strategy that I need, and download, help me to know the right mentors, help me to know the right coaches I'm supposed to be listening to, and not just listening to everybody. And so today I just want to encourage you, and that's one of the reasons why I started 5 Minutes Motivation with Kemi, because I knew that there were so many people out there that didn't have the time, but they had become fat, lazy, and confused and stuck listening to everybody. And it was time for us to just spend. I knew that I wanted to be able to be impactful. I wanted to be able to to motivate and inspire people within a very short period, because I knew that just like me, there's so many people that you didn't have the time, but you needed the motivation, you needed the inspiration to get up from, to just get up and begin to arise and begin to do that which God had called you to do. And that's why I started 5 Minutes Motivation with Kemi. And so I just want you to ask God, to give you a strategy. Give you a strategy about that dream. Download, the blueprint you need to build that dream, to build, whatever it is, that He's asking and calling you to do. Because what? It may just be that, it's something. I know that dream that He's laid in your heart to do. It may be something that you've never done before. And so you need God to help you. You need Him, to direct you and to point you into the right direction, to give you a strategy, to give you a blueprint as to how to go about it, and to ask Him also to bring the right people, the right mentors, the right coaches your way, so that you're not just confused because you're listening to everybody. You're not just stuck because now you don't know what to do, because you've become fat, because you've become, you've consumed every single thing, and now you don't know what to do, and now you're stuck. And so today's Let's Talk edition, I just want you to ask yourself, have you asked God for a strategy? And it's time for you to, if you haven't, for that dream. And it's time for you to invest your time wisely. So I'll be here back again tomorrow with another 5 Minutes Motivation with Kemi. Take care of yourself. Bye.